Dana Whelan. I'm retired from the United States Air Force and currently an employee of Eagle County School District. My family was excited for the opportunity that the service was going to provide, but it was right as the Iraq War was kicking off back in Desert Storm timeframe. And so I think they were a little bit apprehensive, obviously, not wanting their daughter to be in a wartime situation. So I think they were excited about the opportunity and also just a little bit scared for me. I don't know that I really was concerned about my safety. The type of job that I had in general would not put me out on the front line where I would necessarily be at a high risk. Not to say that it's not risky to be in a war zone, but not that I was, I wasn't going to be outside in more dangerous areas. So I entered the Air Force. It's a great question. So my background is in medical. So I went through a course called Military Indoctrination for Medical Service Officers. And I think the physical training was not nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like I kind of went into it prepped, like, okay, I can do push-ups, I can do sit-ups, I can run, I just bring it on. But the physical part of it wasn't probably nearly as hard as just the overall orientation to the military and the military environment. We would call once every 2 weeks and talk for about an hour. Phone bill was really high. And then, as we progressed through our careers, it just got so much more easy to be in contact. And then, during one of his last deployments when we had kids, we would set up a time to FaceTime, so we could actually physically see each other about once a week. And we were down in San Antonio, Texas, and it was just hotter than all get out. And so they had a chance to go to the pool in the afternoon. Well, one of the things that's unique about a military base is that at the very end of the day, they close the base, they close the service day with a song, and everyone stands at attention. If you're driving, you stop your car, pull the side of the road. It's kind of like a formality of the day that you show respect with. And so I happened to be in the swimming pool at the time that this happened. And so it really just kind of felt really odd to come to attention and turn towards where the flag was in a swimming pool to do something like really patriotic, but I was in a swimming pool. So it was a really interesting transition to go from being dual service family and then to be kind of like a stay-at-home mom sort of situation with my spouse deployed. And so we got a lot of support, obviously, because our community rallied around to be able to, help if anything that we needed while my husband Bill was gone. Which probably runs through for a lot of service members is that even when you're done with military service, you find ways to contribute to the community or to contribute to things that are outside of yourself. And so I jumped right into doing some volunteer work and things like that where I could feel like I was still a part of something important. Trying to abide by our core values. The Air Force has 3 core values. It's integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all you do. And if you talk to probably any Air Force member, they would be able to tell you that those are the 3 core values that we try to live by. For me, being a veteran really is, it's being a part of a really amazing community of people. I feel like when I meet a veteran that we automatically have a bind. We're connected in some way regardless of what our differences are or what our roles are in life now. I mean, we automatically are comrades. Important concept for me was balancing mission and people, and the idea that when you've got a job to do, the people doing the job are equally as important as getting the mission done. Biggest sacrifices that I think we have experienced as a family is just those separations and not being around for things that families would do together.